Sir, I'm not a fan of your works, and to be honest, from your filmography, this Kennedy is the most connected character for me. Okay, thank you so much. And sir, what I want to ask you is, like, there are these color palettes that we check regarding the frames, right? And we have read ample articles regarding color palettes, like 3 colors, blue, yellow, red, 2 color frames, etc. So, we do use colors in the frames to deliver the psychology of the characters, the scenes, incidents, etc. And most of the ones are connected, definitely. But so my question is, there are some people who take on, like, if there's a blue, there should be a yellow, there should be a red, like that. For example, there's a scene where Kennedy goes to the fridge to take the poison. So on the tray, the poison bowl is green, left to right is a yellow bowl, below that is a red bowl. So do you follow such principles, sir? What is your take on that?
No, I don't. I actually, in this film, the credit goes to my cinematographer and production designer, because they are the ones who they had a free hand. So it was almost like when I wrote this film and I was making this film, I was also recovering. So they had a free hand in designing the color palettes. So it is literally Sylvester Fonseca and Kazmin Tango. Entire credit to them. And they are the ones who have done. I was only watching the performances and
okay, actually not just in this film, sir, but in your whole of your filmography. What is
I started using colors because initially I did not have budgets.
Exactly.
So I
can see minimal of it.
I had no budget for properties. I filled the frame with colors. So my reason to use colors in the beginning was that also. Plus I have a massive influence of graphic novels and things.
Okay.
So this film, we designed it like a graphic novel because it's also political. So we wanted to come.
Yes, the music connects that. Yes, definitely. Thank you, sir. Happy to see you just like your films.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Hi sir, it was a pleasure seeing Kennedy. I just want to ask you, which was the most difficult scene to shoot and why was it?
Most difficult scene to shoot was the last scene, because it actually drained my actor so much. Emotionally, it was very draining for him, the entire last sequence. And that was more difficult to shoot because of the person he is going through a lot, because it's also a film that's personal to me and to him, and we both are connected to our children. We are both separated parents in the scene. So for both of us, it was a very difficult scene to shoot.
And hey Anurag, amazing movie first of all.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So first of all, let me just ask you. I hope you got the help that you needed, because this is so disturbing. So if you were in some kind of mental state that you explained at first, I hope you got a good help.
Hey, I'm much better now.
Great. Okay, so yeah, again, Kennedy is an antithesis for a major film that's going on, I feel, where a guy is killing people to satisfy their parents or something. My question is, this movie is anything except operatic. So in an opera, when we say about an opera, it's always about grandeur, grace, everything. It's beauty. It's associated with the beauty.
Yes.
But then this movie is nothing but operatic. But then wherever there are no dialogues, you see that music, that operatic music going on, almost like a silent movie. When the people are playing music over there. So how did you, or what was your decision behind blending these two extremes together, which worked magnificently?
The Tchaikovsky's violin concerto came into the film because I was in a very bad mental health stage. I had written a project which got my personal most dream project, which got cancelled or shelved. So in that state of mind, I was alone in the house and my daughter had moved out with a boyfriend. So I was in the lockdown by myself. I was listening to Tchaikovsky all the time. And because it was an empty house, I was playing it loud. The entire script was written to this concerto. And after writing this film, it was already in. And after which I wanted some poetry to say something. And I saw Amir Aziz during the CA protest and him performing poetry. So I contacted him, he'd never done a film before. Yeah, he was amazing. So he'd never done a film before and he was scared, and Boy Blank was a 20-year-old boy trying to do music. So I put them together in my house. So three of us were like literally living together for more than 6 to 8 months, coming up with this. So it's a long process, and then we wanted to record the original concerto. So for that we went to Prague all the way and recorded with a 100-piece orchestra, which is like plays out like an opera. Because from the available soundtracks and records, you could not create a Dolby impact. So we wanted it to sound like an opera, so we recorded with Prague Philharmonic. Because it was a long 8 to 9 month process. The concerto came in because I was listening to it while it's in the script. If you read the script, it's written there. This is the music playing in the background.
So myself is Karthik. I personally love this movie. My question is, how was your experience watching this movie with our IFFK audience?
I saw the later part. The end. This audience. I'm telling you, the audience in Kerala, especially IFFK, is one of the best audiences in the country. First time I came here, there were different cinemas, and I saw people early in the morning in the lungis going and watching movies, and it was so much fun. This was, I'm talking about more than 12 years, 13 years ago. I think it was after Black Friday or something. Multiplexes there.
Hello,
Yes.
sir. Hello, sir.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
Anurag. Yeah.
Left,
yes,
right.
sir. So I've seen so many of her films, except one film Ludo. In every film, there is violence. So, is there any specific reason behind?
I have a very strange connection with violence. I don't know. I have, actually it disturbs me a lot. And you know what disturbs me? I put it on screen. So I want everybody to be disturbed.
Thank you.
Yes. Yeah. Hello.
Hi, good evening. Thanks for bringing your film to this festival. Thanks for representing independent cinema for such a long time. I want you have a consistent way with how you deal with politics in your cinema. They're ever present, but they're always in the distance. It seems to be appearing, breaking surfaces in the surface. There is a need for it, considering our current climate. How did it make you feel when you sat down to write all of these things that we witnessed on a day-to-day basis and sort of representing that over a period of time?
It affects me a lot. I get very affected, which is why right now I try not to read news too much. I get very affected by it. And it is, in the sense, the moment you set a film in a place and a time, the politics of it determines the time. So I cannot step away from it. You cannot be apolitical. Even though my central character got nothing to do, he's like literally like a robot. I see Kennedy as a person who is in a serious need of therapy. He has his own mental health issues that he doesn't know what he's doing. He's almost a psychopath. But everything around him, he's so, as a filmmaker we're watching it, but he's so unaffected by it. Good, you almost feel like he will not kill the good guys because who we think are the good guys. But for him, there's no good or bad. Everybody has to be eliminated. He's just following it like a robot, which is how I see a lot of people, and a lot of violence and riots and things happen there like that. They don't discriminate. They're just fueled by something within them, and they do it. So I wanted to put the times the film is set in around him, and to see whether he reacts to it or not. He doesn't. So it's also very important because through the fringe characters, I can bring out a lot of issues that everybody was faced with, the divisiveness that everybody was going through. They always come through the atmosphere and not in the center. And rest, what I could not say, I found Amir Aziz to say it through his poetry.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
I loved your movie, especially the lighting. It was really good. I had two questions actually. One of them may sound very cliche. The question would be, when will you work with the actors from here?
Me, I'm supposed to do a Malayalam film as an actor in January.
And when will you touch different genres?
I keep trying different things, but the problem is every time I touch a different genre, nobody sees it. People, every time I come back to crime, people say, oh, he's back.
That's not true, sir. You kind of love trying different genres.
No, I
Do you love that?
In between, I tried 2-3 films, nobody saw it. No, I'll do something.
Love the movie, by the way. But I wanted to ask you about Maximum City. I know that it's scrapped for now, but will it ever be made?
I'm hopeful, I'm very hopeful because I have my scripts done. Everything is done. We have done a lot of work on it. And it didn't happen in the by Kennedy. That's the film. When it was cancelled, I wrote this.
Do you think maybe you could crowdfund it?
No, it's because it's a massive project. It's a 3-part film. It's a massive project. It's very difficult to crowdfund it. We are trying to figure it out.
Okay.
We are trying to figure it out.
I hope we'll one day see it.
Maybe same here, same here. Thank you. Those two in the back are trying. Why don't you come in the front so you can ask the question? Yes.
Sir, my name is Mukundan, and I'd like to. I mean, I loved Kennedy. It was funny as hell rather than dark as hell. But I'd like to flip a few pages back, and in Raman Raghav, we got to see a deleted scene where Vicky Kaushal holds a gun, and then he's recording himself.
Yeah.
He talks about his dad.
Yeah.
And I don't know why it was chucked out. Vicky Kaushal was great. You had written phenomenal dialogues. Ram Sampath was great. But was the climax scene somewhat unsaid homage to that scene?
Absolutely.
Thank you, sir.
Absolutely, yes.
Thank you very much.
Well, that's something that I took out there. Is right here.
Very good. That was great, sir. Very good.
There is actually a time restriction because of the next show will be starting soon. So there's only 2 more minutes. So yeah.
Good afternoon, sir.
After.
As an actor yourself, to which character would you cast yourself?
Me, I will never. I cannot direct myself. I don't know why people see actor in me. I only see myself. I see like I'm not acting. I'm just being me.
Do you find yourself relatable to any characters?
It's a very surreal experience, because it's very surreal experience to watch yourself. I don't watch myself act. So that's why I've not seen Leo, I've not seen any of my films.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, sir. My name is Sahil. I'm an assistant director in Malayalam cinema. Sir, you have no idea what this moment means for me. You are my childhood hero. Like, people were watching all kind of Marvel movies and all. But I grew up watching DVD and Black Friday, and especially DVD and Black Friday made me want to make movies myself. So this is actually a dream come true for me. You are, like movie Talaiva for me, sir. Bow down to you, sir. And from then onwards, I've always kept you very close in my heart, and
How are you allowed to watch DVD and Black Friday?
Sir, pirated copy, sir. Sure, sir. So as
Your parents will blame me for it.
like your dialogue in AK versus AK, आज मुझे भी बस एक ही धर्म है सिनेमा, जिया यहाँ मरना यहाँ, and you are the reason for that, sir. Thank you so much.
हाय सर जो फिल्म्स का ऊपर जो है इनविजिबल सेंसरशिप्स एंड सर जो OTT प्लेटफॉर्म का ऊपर जो है पॉलिटिकल इन्फ्लुएंसेस सर हाउ आर यू गोइंग टू डील विद दिस restrictions sir?
This film has been cleared by censor. I have dealt with it.
This will be the last question. Sorry, guys.
We all have to find ways to deal with censorship is everywhere, so we all have to find ways to deal with it. We can't keep complaining and not make films, not say our things.
Hello sir, this is Anand and I am from Hyderabad. So I worked as AD there. So one of my important question is, so this is related to the phase I am currently in. So as I have been working since like past 1 or 2 years, I can see a lot of me getting influenced by a lot of things. I mean, influence in the sense about the films, the ideas of my directors or the producers of
Anybody wants to ask me? Yes.
Yeah, I got the mic.